Why everyone, and welcome to another Friday stream with yours truly, Skeleton VTuber Sky Tori Suna, where we're surprised doing another model building stream, and double surprise, it's another new kit because we did an illegal building stream Wednesday and finished the amazing Zagok in one go. So here we're now doing the high grade Gundam Pharact tonight. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I hope it's a good weekend. I just realized it's Friday. Like, I took the day off from work, and my sense of time has long since abandoned me. But hello, everyone. Welcome. 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 Hold on. I'm pulling up music. But yeah, it is indeed Friday. My brain trying to trick me into thinking it's Saturday, because I usually do this on Saturdays, and it's the start of the weekend, so it's throwing me off a lot. But anyway, guys, welcome in. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be doing... I need to get this kit with the pilot model. Does it have the pilot model? Usually the high grades don't. If it's a master grade, maybe. I have Margarita. Oh, gosh. Frost is, as the kids say, getting crunk tonight. He is indeed getting crunk. Me, not so much. I'm over here building. I'm a freaking nerd. I don't know, but if there's one I want that because he's my favorite character in this show. This is number 2. Oh dear. How big is the glass, Frost? Because it being number 2 doesn't mean anything if it's, you know, small. Then again, would shots of Margarita work? Is that a thing? Probably not, right? It's whatever. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get into this kit. I don't know if this is gonna be another one and done. I don't think so. It may not take as 12 ounce maybe. Oh, okay. If it is a one and done, it won't be as fast as the amazing Zagok from Wednesday. I will say that at least. But it also does have less steps in its instruction manual than the Zagok did, so who knows? But it looks like it'll be fun. The Witch from Mercury definitely had some interesting mobile suit designs. Some we're never gonna get a kit up, like, ever. Because they all showed up for not even like a full episode, but for like 5 seconds. So, you know, what the fuck are Twitch? What the fuck? Huh. Alright, well, whatever. Over here looking at Twitter, I'm like, who the hell retweeted me? Okay, well, we're gonna get into it. As I start the music, I almost did, and I'm like, why is it weirdly quiet? We're playing the band Lion a Chameleon tonight. They're a Japanese band. I don't know if I've ever played them before, but we're doing it now. But I dig it. But this is great, chat. We're back to building. We're working through the backlog. I went out today and bought 2 more kits, so it effectively means nothing, but we're getting to the backlog. I went what I call hunting today. Where I went around basically to like the handful of different spots here that I know for a fact carry models to see what they have in stock, and it wasn't as fruitful as I had hoped. But we still got to like, well, I shouldn't say it was fruitful. We came back with 2, but because like 2 of the like I had planned to go to 2 places. The third one came up unexpectedly as I was traveling to one of them, and I was like, right. That's a thing that exists. Basically, I went out to to an outlet mall nearby. Or like this, effectively, I don't know what you call it. Not game store, but for lack of a better term, nerd store. You know the type. Where it's like they've got games, figures, models, trading cards, that like the whole gambit. Because last time I went there, it's like they had a decent spread, or a decent selection of model kits. Gunpla specifically. Because that's where I picked up the aerial rebuild kit I have right now. But when I went in this time, they didn't really seem to have changed much. Like, there was still a bunch of, like, master... It was predominantly master grade. Thinking about it now. This is... Oh, right, there are 2 Bs, that's why. But it was also weird in the fact that, like, they had a lot of older kits. Like, they had a lot of, like... high-grade seed kits. And I want to specify, it's high-grade seed kits. Not Gundam seed high-grade kits. Those are basically... high-grade kits that came out when Gundam Seed was airing, but the updated versions of some of those model kits are high-grade Cosmic Era kits, which I did get one from there. I think I clipped that right. There are a lot of older kits, a lot of master-grade kits, which is not what I was hunting, or not hunting, but not what I was looking for. But last time I went, they had like a handful of like Iron-Blooded Orphan kits, like the Hashmal. It's like a big mobile armor from the series. But I think that, if I remember, they also had some 30-minute mission stuff, but I didn't see any of that this time, so I don't know if they just didn't get anything new, or if they're not really getting the stuff. Oh well. And then I went to... Before I went there, I went to Barnes & Noble. Because I was like... Haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a while. And I know they, in the past, have had model kits. So we will peruse their stock. And I ended up picking up a high-grade Sharzaku 2 from them. And then I went to, well, I got the Sharzaku 2 from Barnes & Noble, and then from the local place, I got a high-grade Force Impulse Gundam. And then I went to look at... Went to Hobby Lobby. And they had some stuff, nothing much different from last time. It is funny to see, like, chain retailers almost have the same thing, because, like, both Hobby Lobby and Barnes & Noble had, like, the Rising Freedom Gundam and the Immortal Justice Gundam kits, as well as, like, the real grade High New Gundam. Sounds like you had the one shopping trip I'd actually enjoy, because normally I'm not into shopping unless it's for hobby stuff. Target and Hobby Lobby have a ton of kits. I didn't really, like, I went to Target, but it was for something else. I didn't really look around, not that I was going to buy anything. I almost bought a Goof Custom at Hobby Lobby, then I'm like, no, I already got 2 kits already, let me not. I can never find a good placement for my camera. I always feel like it's like I feel like the way I sit fucks it up. I'm always like one spot too far from the other. Oh well. I need to put like an X or something in like the center. Because like this is under the camera directly, but I tend to build here. Maybe I scoot my chair, or maybe I scoot the table over. Yeah, that might work. Let's try that. Okay. Yeah, it's not often I go looking for kits around my place, because there's usually not a lot of places where I can get them in person. So I don't really bother. But every once in a while I'll find something when I decide to leave my place and actually venture out into the world. But I don't really think there's like a real dedicated like hobby shop around here. Just because the area I'm in, it's not really like a big place for it, or it is for what the kind of stuff I'm looking for. I did at the local place score a bag of strawberry shortcake. Oh no! Kit Kats. Well, it's always one of these streams I drop something. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the strawberry shortcake Kit Kats. Let's straighten that out a bit here. Okay. I'm not gonna say they're not, like, they're, like, you know, they're okay. Because they're fine. Well, I like them. I do like the strawberry flavor. It's just that, they taste pretty much identical. And if I had a bag of them to compare to just the plain strawberry Kit Kats, I don't feel like there's much of a taste difference, which I'm fine with. I love the flavor. I was just expecting, I don't know, a little something more. I got a free Heath bar and a payday and some car parts I ordered and arrived today. That's an interesting one. I can't tell if I'm askew or if my mat's askew or if my eyes are backwards. Let me put this in. Okay, and now we need... Man, these are fucking tiny-ass parts, aren't they? Your car parts have chocolate in them? Are you Willy Wonka? If he was Willy Wonka, the car parts would be chocolate. Oh, Mononoke in the fiction. Let me have my joke. I'm just saying. Here we go. It's got a mean mug on him. Oh, you can really tell because the camera refuses to focus anything that isn't like. Oh, hey, there it goes. I gotta bring it in real close, but yeah. Don't look at all the dirt on my fingernails. I think the tequila's working now. Oh dear. What the Megatron is that head? Here for a wee bit. Hope models are going well. Well, we just started, so far, yes. I've already dropped one part, so we're on track for the night. Also, hello, Orion. What do I got now? Oh, we're not even done with the head yet. Oops. I like how it says, choose a sticker and place it on the model. I guess you can... Let me take a look at this. Do you see a bunch of freaking emotes going? Oh, okay, I think I see. I was like, I put the part down and I'm like, I have immediately lost it because it's clear. It's fine. We got it. We're good. So I guess I could just put this on normally without the sticker. Yeah, like that. And it, again, I'm going to shove this in there. And the red lines represent the permit score going high and activating. We need an anime watch party sometime. Now, sure, I'd be down, but the thing with anime is, and this is such a weeb problem, is you'd have to settle on an anime that everyone is fine with, because, as everyone knows, there is anime bullshit. And everyone has different tolerancy levels for anime bullshit. Kamen Rider Geats? It's not an anime. Like, I understand, but it's not an anime. Okay, there we go. Now the head's fully complete. Once it focuses. There we go. Yeah. Ghost Story English dub? Hell yeah! Oh, God. So it's still Japanese and frosted, so we got... I mean... Alternatively, I do almost have the entirety of all the Godzilla movies. That's always an option, too. Yeah, no, Ghost Story's English dub is wild as fuck, because it starts out... it starts out fine, and then I forget exactly which episode it is, where it just decides to go off the rails. But even those initial episodes are kind of like, there's something funky about the recording here, and then it's just, oh god. Okay, well that's the head done. Now we are onto the body. Shoddy to the body. It's perfect. It's so great. I've seen, like, clips of it, of, like, the best moments, but I've never actually sat down and watched the full series all the way through, and I need to, because I know there's some underrated gems in there. I need these on my list. Zombie Lone... Wait. Okay. Okay, wait. So... Frosty gonna use commas, man. It's hard to tell which one is which. I don't know if Zombie Lone is one thing or Lone Shiki is a thing. I recognize Ergo Proxy and Code Geass. Code Geass is good. I have built I've watched Code Geass as well as the 2 movies. I've heard of Psycho-Pass, never watched it. Classroom of the Elite. Tomodachi Game. Future Diary? Oh yeah, wait. Huh. Monster. Future Diary is questionable, but I think I still enjoy it. Hey, different strokes for different folks. I mean, like I said, oh my god! I'm closer to my table than I usually am. So my knee is going to continue to hit the table, and I cannot do anything about it. All those are on my to-watch list. I've definitely heard of Ergo Proxy. Like I said, I've seen Code Geass. I did enjoy it. Break the table. No! I have too much shit on my watch list. Both for stuff that I have started and have not finished, and stuff that I've put on there and have never started to watch. And then there's like this weird third category where it's like I put it on the watch list because it's an adaptation of a manga I've read, but I've never started the anime, but I've read the manga all the way through. So it's in a weird nebulous zone. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, that's B2. I'm stupid. I'm sitting here, I'm like, there's no 12 on this runner. Because it's the wrong runner. But hang on, I'm gonna pull up the watch list on Crunchyroll. It's not the full comprehensive one that I have, because I have never put that down on paper. But let's see here. Stuff. What do I have on my watch list? Gotta finish up My Dear Friend Nokotan. I need to catch up on Overlord, because I need to watch season 4 and the movie, and I need to read the frickin' light novels. I've fallen off on that. What else have I put on here? Magic Knight Ray Earth, just because that's a classic anime or mecha show. Building Kits by Lantern Light, Fighting Vision by Nightlight. I need to finish No Longer Allowed in Another World and VTuber Legend. I can't remember if Bofuri got a season 3. I think it did. Wait, mecha what now? Magic Knight Ray Earth. It is effectively if you combine the magical girl genre and the mecha genre in an isekai. I finished Gunbuster. I need to finish Digimon Ghost Game. I got way too far into that to not finish it. I need to watch Shangri-La Frontier. What else have I put on here? Oh, definitely Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. Started that, need to finish that. And I need to watch She Professor Herself, Pupil of the Wise Man. Because I'm reading the light novel of that, so I might as well watch the anime. Moriarty the Patriot is a good one, but I feel like I'd be alone in that as a big Sherlock fan. Hey, I mean, it happens. Everyone's got that one anime where they're like, I'm the only one that likes this, and I can't show this to my friends for more than one reason. I need to watch Futo PI, but honestly, Dust, that's something I'm probably gonna watch with you, because that is, funny enough, a continuation of Kamen Rider Double that we just recently started. So there's that. And that pisses me off. Not because it's a continuation, but because of the fact that it's got an anime, which is based off the manga, Fudo PI, but has not released an official English version, and the goddamn manga has only been scanlated up to chapter 29, and I want to see more of it. But, motherfucker. Digimon Adventure 2020, I gotta finish. I gotta catch up on that time and reincarnate as a slime, because I think I only got like halfway through season 2. Oh, God, there's more. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. I need to finish up Blood Blockade Battlefront. I need to watch the second season of Inspector. I forgot that I was watching Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life? I can't remember Sonya the... No, I think I've caught up with Saga of the Tanya the Evil, because I watched the movie. Holy Runners Batman, this kid has a lot of them. What are you building? Are you building Death Scythe, or are you building Heavy Arms? Also, I forgot, I should probably continue building. I'm over here looking at my anime watch list. I also need to finish Heavy Metal Elgime and Martian Successor Nadeshiko. Death Scythe, Sandrock is my other to build. Okay. Do you have Sandrock? I thought you were missing Sandrock, and I know you're missing Shenlong. Missing Tallgeese and Shenlong. Okay. Yeah, because I know I got you... Because you had Heavy Arms at the start, and I got you Death Scythe. So, we'll put this there. Tried to get into Dead Man Wonderland and failed. Oh, that's an old one. Well, relatively. There's also just a lot of, like, not even just, like, new anime. There's just old anime I want to go back and watch. Like, obviously, older Gundam series. Like, actually sit and properly watch the original. Because I've only ever seen the compilation movies. I never sat down and watched, like, that. Or Zeta and Double Zeta. I also need to watch Seed and Seed Destiny. I'm definitely not one of those people that's like, Seed, horrible, it killed my parents or whatever. But I also don't. I'm not like its biggest defender, because obviously I've never seen it. So I want to see it and like form my own opinions of it naturally. At least it fucking... Okay. So it goes like that. Right? Okay, there we go. Now it's fitting there. I don't watch MSO8 again. I think I have that on DVD. I either have that on DVD or something. But yeah, that's another good one to watch. I'm actually, I might have that in my computer. I do like... 8th MS team, but I also recognize that it it has done a little bit of damage to, not to the brand specifically, but to the discussion of Gundam as a whole, depending on who you're talking to. So that's always kind of like a... Bro, old animes like Bleach and Cowboy Bebop and Berserk. Shut up! Don't say Bleach is old. It's still airing. What do you mean? Thousand Year Blood Work's going on right now. Like, or it will be when it comes back. Shut up. Speaking of old anime, though, I stopped at episode 366. I don't know if I ever finished the anime. Finished the manga. Still waiting to see if Kubo does anything with the frickin' Hell arc, whatever the fuck that was. If it was on Toonami, it's old. Except it's Sky. Yeah, well, you know what? Bleach was never on Toonami. It was on Adult Swim, so I think. I really don't know. Oh, speaking of which, at Barnes & Noble, I saw 2 Sailor Moon figure arts, specifically of... Jupiter and Chibi Moon. And that kind of threw me off. They were the animation color versions. Whatever the hell that means. I guess they're more animation... I guess their color palettes are more accurate to the anime than they are to, I guess, the manga or anything else. Adult Swim had a Toonami too. Yeah, later! Okay, so this is weird. So like this, and then like this, and this goes into here. Like that. Now I need A8. I remember being part of... I should say I remember being part of. I remember when... anime... How do I want to say this? Really made its foothold in the West. I almost bought this kit yesterday. So far, I mean, it's a pretty cool kit. I do like the Witch from Mercury designs. Also, welcome Indigo Wendigo. Welcome in. This is something I had kind of on my to-buy list for a bit. But just never got around to it. But I got it as a birthday present recently, so I'm like, hey, cool. And thinking about it now, I own like 4 Witch from Mercury kits, and this is the first one I built. That's funny. Death Note, Kenshin, Bastard, Hellsing, Black Lagoon. Shall I go on? But yeah, like anime in the West, I feel didn't really get a foothold until basically Naruto and One Piece hit the scene. Am I stupid? Am I doing this right? Probably not. There we go. Okay, and then this and this connect. Okay. I think we're good there. If not, we'll squeeze it in later. Oh shit, Voltron. Yeah, but like, how do I phrase this? Those existed, but like the rise of the weeaboo is what I'm talking about specifically. You know? Because a lot of times the anime, you would either like if you wanted anime, you typically had to get like the freaking VHS from the rental store that had like a weird selection of episodes with yellow subtitles. Or then later you had anime air on Toonami in the form of like Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, and that's kind of where it started. Like the entry point was there, but I'm talking about when it really got in. When it really got a hold of like the younger generation, and you just saw a lot more anime merchandise hit like shelves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could find stuff with Naruto's face on it, or like One Piece merchandise in like, maybe not in like the common store like Walmart, but definitely in like the mall or something, you know? News groups, like, yeah. You have to find someone else who knows Blue Submarine number 6. I mean, people know about it. I've definitely seen it. I know nothing about it, but I've definitely heard of and seen of it. But yeah, it's like the Naruto, basically the big three, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. When those came over, that was the paradigm shift into what we effectively have now. Pokemon was also kind of a leading spearhead of it, but that was like a whole different like angle it went off into. Trigun Akira, yeah. But those were also targeted to a lot older, or not targeted to, but a lot of the older generation is what saw those more than the younger ones. So I feel like that's kind of what Ninja Scroll, don't talk about Ninja Scroll. It was just a difference in what hit and what didn't. Because you have plenty of kids that love Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon. But I guess because they were so removed from like the Japanese aesthetic, as opposed to Naruto and Bleach, that connection never really meshed until then. Because even like, I'm going to say fringe anime, like Ronin Warriors, yeah, it had samurai, but like, kids didn't really understand all of that, or like the intricacies of like samurai or whatnot, or why, you know, why they all didn't use katanas. It basically just boiled down to samurai, cool. Even Gundam, it's like, oh, big giant robot and explosions, yeah. You don't really think about like the fucking politics and war about it when you're, you know, 7. You want big robot shoot big laser and blow up other robot. I mean, they put Wing on Toonami and no way kids understood half the political intrigue. Yeah, exactly! It's like, I'm here to watch the Wing Gundam shoot its big-ass laser through another colony, and for the Heavy Arms to completely dump all of its ammo in one go. It's like, that's what I'm here for. It's like, hey kids, wanna watch a coup? Yeah. Macross? Ooh, see, Macross is a very interesting subject when it comes to anime. Or when it comes to, I should say, not anime. When it comes to Western distribution. When it had the Toy Wars? Like, what do you mean Toy Wars? Because when Macross came... Because Macross never fully came over here. It came over as Robotech, which was like a... I guess you could say it was like the Power Rangers of anime. In that it was dubbed over and composited the licensed stuff with Robotech. Yeah. That's why if you ask any... like, fuck Harmony Gold. All my homies hate Harmony Gold. They're the reason why Macross has had a hell of a time getting into the Western market because of their licensing control over it, which has only recently started to loosen up due to whatever. But they are the driving force why Macross never came over. due to like Harmony Gold. But I think like whoever is control of Macross finally got the license fully back, so they can do whatever the fuck they want with it now. And I always have to be careful because it got like quote unquote localized as Robotech, and I want to say BattleTech, but that's a different thing. And Hasbro. Yeah, that Toyo transforms into Hasbro pissing match. Oh, I'm not surprised. Okay. Okay, there we go. Chest in. Good. D5. Yeah, companies like to get into pissing matches with each other. Depending on, like, what the market is. Okay. Got all the little plastic bits that come off. Ugh. Got, like, vacuum in here later. I'm pretty sure I have a Robotech VF1 Valkyrie NIB in a display case downstairs. Ooh. That is probably a collector's item in some case. I need to watch... Speaking of Macross, I need to watch Macross 7. Because I listen to the music on occasion. And I've yet to see the actual anime it comes from. Hey, welcome, Marcus. Huh, okay. That one Goes in like that. Okay, I think they're both secure. Should be. Okay, now we need B17. God, it's like I wear the gloves for the bit, obviously, but man, do these things fucking retain heat. It may also just be warm in here in general. Because unfortunately, summer has started, and I fear that the temperatures around here are beginning to increase. Much to my chagrin. Oh boy, sticker time. Luckily, this one does not have a lot of stickers. And if I wanted to, I could leave all of them out. Or, well, at the very least, this one, or the red ones. But I'm choosing to put them all on, because the red looks cool. And they're kind of few and far between, so I'm not too worried about it. Same here, it's hot and I was out working today. Oh, gross. Sorry about that, Marcus. I just went out driving around, that was enough for me, like, oh, yeah, no, fuck this. Decals or stickers? Decals, technically, I guess. What really separates one from the other, right? Okay. Very nice. We're going with the, like I said, permit score version on. Or on version. Go ahead and just kind of slap this in there. Okay. A9. Just finished the body on mine and pausing because it's getting too dark. Oh, rip. Okay. There we go. It's hard to tell, but there's like a clear piece that covers this. So you can just kind of see the reflection on it. Yeah, there it is. See? I think I'm building better in the dark than when I do it in the light. That's funny. slot the other one in. There we go. Very nice. All right. Cracks me up how some pieces will be like held in the runner with like the thickest sprue known to man, and then others will be held in by like the hair's width of one. Just funny. That being said, I hate it when the thick ones are a part of it. Real pain in the ass. So like this, right? This is very awkward. Oh, okay. There we go. It's one of those pieces that go in like a weird angle in a very specific part. Okay, I'm like, how the hell did I get this in there in the first place? Okay. It's got his little chest panels, I guess. I don't know what they are. Ah, okay. Let's see what we're doing next. Oh! We're building the bicep and forearms, and there's two of them. And, oh, they're constructed with far less parts than I thought they would be. Okay. So this one goes over here like this. this and this go together like that. Nope. They go together like that. Almost had it in backwards. Okay, and then we close it up. Just like that. All right. Chad, I think depending on how long we go with, this may be another one and done. It's either I'm picking kits that don't have a lot to build to, or I'm just getting faster. It is more than likely the first one. I say as I've only built the head and chest and I'm just now starting on the arms. Oh, perfect. Yeah. And then it goes like this. Just fits all the contours in place nicely. Okay. Oh. Oh. E9. Clip that right into the joint. Alright, it's all the way in there. Very good. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess it's like this. Alright, that's one arm. Now for the other. Okay. That's like that. Nothing we haven't seen before. Okay. Man, Chad, I'm gonna have to start bringing. This is completely like out of nowhere, and it's semi-related to what we were talking about earlier. But I need to catch up on my fucking reading, and by that I mean all the light novels I read. Because I am behind on so many, and I have just not sat down and read any of them. And I think what I'm gonna have to do is start taking my Kindle to work, like I used to, and start reading there, because otherwise I'm never gonna fucking finish some of these. Because I think I'm at least 2 or 3 novels behind, or volumes behind in Overlord. Shield Hero and Log Horizon are caught up with just because of the fact that nothing has been published in them for so long. Definitely behind in That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime and So I'm a Spider, So What? If I were you, I would. Good way to relax on lunch and breaks. Yeah! It's just there's that ever-present question that hangs over it. Of, like, you know, trying to read, and then somebody inevitably asking you what you're reading. And it's always just like, oh, Christ. Keep from death scrolling on TikTok. I don't really death scroll on TikTok. Hell, if anything, on my breaks, I tend to play mobile games a little bit more than anything else. Or reply to, like, Discord messages. Granted, sometimes I do that when I'm not on break, but hey, don't tell my supervisors. Trick is to stop that is to have headphones on listening to music. Tends to keep people from bothering. Yeah, you think that. But one, the headphones I use are very low profile, so not everyone is aware that I have them. And two, even on the cases where I am on lunch watching something on my phone, people will still attempt to interact with me. So I feel like it's a moot point, really. There we go. Maybe 7 out of 10, yeah. But see, it wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't just reading just weeaboo-ass shit. You know? If it was something like, I don't know, Jurassic Park, I could be like, oh yeah, I'm reading Jurassic Park, and then that opens the whole conversation of like, oh yeah, you didn't know the movies were based on a pair of novels written by Michael Crichton, who was also the guy who made ER, weirdly enough. But I can't just be like reading and then like it'll be like, what are you reading? And it's like, oh, it's this story about this about this guy who dies and gets reincarnated as a girl who was then shipped off to fantasy World War I, basically. You know, like that shit doesn't really translate well to the normal world. You have a chatty office. That's something, yeah. I can't even say it's an office. Like, it's not an office. I can't say it's an office at all. But yes, I am definitely one of those type of people who are like, I am comfortable being left alone. And this is true even when I worked in retail. Which, I know that's impossible, but like, I am very introverted. I am very private. I do not give out information about myself or in general willingly. So people attempting conversation with me is always kind of a hit and miss, because it's always like, I'm not an outwardly friendly guy. C12. But yes, I am slow to open up to people. And it's so funny because I feel as though I don't do anything. I can relate when I'm on lunch. I don't like to talk, but if I get the yapping, I can't shut up. It depends on A, who I'm talking to, and B, what we're talking about. But what I'm getting at is I'm not what you would call... It's the word I'm looking for here. I like to think I'm not very approachable. I don't like to think that. I feel like I'm not immediately approachable. Especially when I think I'm pretty sure... Cars, don't we talk about cars, I will yap. Noted. But I'm like 90% sure I have like the male equivalent of resting bitch face. Which just further confuses me as to how people are able to just approach me and attempt to start a conversation. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm civil about it, but it's like, I'm not one to immediately hit somebody like with, why the hell are you talking to me? Kind of deal. But I guess just because I'm not a person that is immediately sociable or friendly, I don't understand it when it comes to me. Or when I am presented with it. Maybe I'm just weird? I don't know. I mean, I know I'm weird, but... It's like I don't think I'm autistic. I'm pretty sure I'm not. But then again, what the hell do I know? I ain't no therapist or psychoanalyst or nothing. But I'm pretty sure I have resting bitch face in some regard. Because I have been asked at work before of why do I look pissed off when I'm just sitting there or when I'm just standing there doing my work and I'm just like, huh? I guess when I just zone out and like my face is resting naturally, I look upset. And it was at that moment, whenever I was asked that I was like, oh, I must have just a naturally, like, not angry, maybe? Well, maybe angry. But I don't have a quote-unquote neutral expression. Because, like, it was after that I was like, I recalled a couple instances when I was with my ex-girlfriend. There were a couple times where she would ask me out of the blue when I'm just like sitting there playing a game or something if I was upset or mad or something, and I'm like, no? And I was very confused because I'm like, what did I do? What have I done? Have I said something to give her that idea? And then I'm just like, oh, when I'm like, I guess concentrating or just zoning out or something, I must just have a very serious look on my face. When people are locked into a task, most facial expressions are muted. At least that's how I am. But when I'm talking, I tend to have a happier look. I mean, yeah, I'm sure. But, like, muted expressions are one thing. I've been told I'm like that, too. I've been told I'm unapproachable. Never been told I'm unapproachable. That's evidenced by the fact people keep trying to fucking talk to me. Oh, but it is funny. Because, like, if I do end up, like, on friendly terms with a person, and I don't mean like, you know, oh, we're workmates and we casually talk sometimes, you know, like, I'm not like polite for civility's sake. I mean, I'm actually like, oh yeah, I don't immediately hate their company or anything like that. It's so funny because I've seen this at work. I have it a couple times where people I would interact with frequently would get the idea that I'm very nice, polite, kind of quiet, right? But then, if I regularly interact with somebody and I become more comfortable, then a lot of, like, the teasing, the ribbing, the sarcasm comes out a lot more often. And their perspective of me changes. Like, there was even a lady I used to work with, who has obviously long since left the company, who would occasion be like, I liked you better when you were nice, or something like to things to that effect. And it's just so funny to me. Because, like, I'm still nice. I'm just, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm an asshole of it. It's just the person, it's just like part of the real personality is coming through. Sound like we get along as co-workers? Oh, probably. Also, Marcus, I don't know if you can handle me being a coworker, especially if I act the way I do with, like, the guys I'm regularly around. Because you wouldn't know how to handle it. I feel, at least immediately. Because I won't say I torment the guys at work, but they definitely don't know how to handle some of the shit I do or say sometimes. Because it ranges from, like, weird noises, weird motions, weird... I'll just, like, say random shit just to get a reaction out of them. It's just nothing you could throw at me that I couldn't handle. Oh, you say that. There's stuff I can't repeat here. We say at work. His fruit topic? The fruit... No, look, okay, that's different. That's different. That's us having unrestricted internet access at work and getting onto tangents. I'm talking when I, like... I'm talking like when I walk up to the guys and just say the most unhinged shit in a Mickey Mouse voice. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like me just walking up as one of the guys is working on the machine, and I just hit him with the, "What do your eyes see, Legolas?" And he's just not prepared for any of it. I worked in warehouses with truckers who are bored and like pranks, and some I've called family. Oh, okay. To be fair, there is a thing that one of the guys caused to be put into the handbook, where if you're gaslighting somebody, you have to make sure it's resolved by the end of the shift, because some of the gaslighting got a little bit out of hand and made it to like one of the COO of the company in like record time. It was a whole thing. Nobody got hurt, but it was just like, oh man, this spiraled out of control way faster than I thought it would. It was really funny. It was just kind of like a, oops, like my bad kind of deal. I had no part of it. I knew it was happening. But I had no active part in it. I just watched it all go down, and I'm like, damn. It was really funny. Holy shit. Or there was a time where one of the guys who doesn't work there anymore. There's actually two. There's actually two times. Two different times. One, I go to use the bathroom, right? And he's in there washing his hands. So, and the door is like, so like, say this right here is the door. It's basically door, corner, and then sinks, and then toilets over here. So I have all of like 3 steps after I see him before I hit the urinal. And in that time, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I got an idea. And and of course, he's focused on washing his hands. So he's like, the urinal's to like the left, and it's just out of his peripheral. So I mime like I basically undo my belt and mime like I'm about to just shit in the urinal. And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It just completely caught him off guard. But see, like, this is the kind of shit that I mean, where I'm just like, in the span of like 2 seconds, I come up with just something whack ass. And then there was another time where, and I don't know how we started this. That's the kind of crap my personal friends would do. Yeah. I don't remember how or why this started, but again, it's weird bathroom stuff, and I don't know why. But on occasion, if one of us would go into the bathroom and we knew that the other one was in there, or if they did just come out after a while, we would hit them with we would just hit them with the "you poopin'?" in pretty much that same tone and inflection, right? It's funny, it gets a laugh. There was one time, same guy I messed with. He went into the bathroom, and I guess he thought I was in there. I was not. I was off doing something else. I don't remember what. But he does that because there's somebody in the stall. Turns out, not me. I think it was one of the vendors we had there that day, and he's like, I just did that to some random dude. Whoops. Oh my god. Dang. It's just like, because he's like, you weren't in there? And I'm like, because he didn't know it was them. Because they didn't come out immediately. But like, I think he came out and saw me, and he's like, wait. Like, weren't you in the bathroom? I'm like, no. I was off doing this. And he's like, oh. Oh, God. Yeah, we get up to some we get up to some dumb shit occasionally. And it's nothing like that that'll get us fired or anything, but it's definitely like it's like, oh yeah, no, we're dumb as hell. It has gotten to the point several times where like we very clearly, due to work and because of the department, spend way too much time together. So there will be times where someone will say something that someone else was literally about to do, like say or do, or they'll just happen at the same time. Like, I remember one time, it was me and another of the guys, and we're walking at each other down in whatever you want to call it, path, not a hallway, but whatever. And at the same time, pretty much both go, like, bow-legged horse stance. And then mime, like, we're about to grab the other's junk at the same time. And we just lose it. Because, again, didn't plan it. It was all of, like, 5-second interval between us seeing each other and that happening. And it's like, alright, yeah, no, we work together way too much. We get very stupid. We get very, very stupid. Also, I don't know what it is. And I know it's not, like, exclusive to... It's not exclusive to us at work. It's really any, like, close-knit male friend group. There's just a weird, like, amount of, like, homoeroticism sometimes, and it's just completely, it's just weird. It just happens. There's never any, like, full intent behind it, but it just happens. When you both have the same bad idea, it hits harder. Yeah. There was another instance where me and, again, it's the same guy who left that I fucking pantomimed shitting in the urinal on. We both pretty much said the same joke, like, 95% word for word at the same time. And it's like, alright, I gotta walk away for a minute. Oh, it's just absurd sometimes. Honestly, too much wild shit happens at work sometimes. Most of it I've probably forgotten, at least in fine detail. Other stuff I can't mention on stream or I'll probably get banned. Okay, there we go. I guess it's either 825 or 6. I'm guessing. Because they look identically similar. Oh, gosh. In high school, my theater partner, we had a scene as boyfriend-girlfriend who get in an argument. One day in the cafeteria, as we were passing each other, we did the whole scene without planning it. was so convincing people thought we were dating. We milked that for about a month because people were losing their mind. Oh, that's funny. That's good stuff. That's funny. Okay. Also, Marcus, I feel like that story definitely reads like a follow up of like, yeah, and then we started dating for real almost. Like, I know it's more likely not, but it's just funny. It's like something out of my rom-coms or something, man. Like, that is absolutely like a rom-com plot, I feel. I did not mean to cut that one as high as I did, but oh well. And what's the bottom? 19. Oddly enough, we didn't date. Somehow we just stayed friends. That said, looking back, I should have asked her out. Would have been fun having a prankster for a GM. Oh, God. I don't know if I could handle that. There we go. All fit snug. Okay. Now for the second round. this goes in like that. Yep, okay. Whew. I want to say we're making decent time with this. But then again, I couldn't even tell you what decent time would be with this, so... Couldn't tell either. Never finished a build in one sitting. It's rare for me. Well, shouldn't say it's rare. When I was younger, I used to do them in one sitting all the time. But that's when I was obviously younger and had a lot more free time. And some of those would still take like 3-4 hours. It's always hard to tell with a singular kit. Unless it's like, you know, something big. Like the Choryujin we did or Mazinger Zero. Yeah. Those are going to be done in multiple sittings. But like Wednesday, I didn't expect the Amazing Zagok to be done in one sitting and under 3 hours. Now this one has less, like, steps in the instructions, but I want it more than likely has, I shouldn't say more than likely, I'm pretty sure it has more overall parts, because this has 6 runners? I don't know, the Zagok may have had 6 runners. So I don't know. We have been doing this for almost 2 hours, and we are... The upper body and the arms are finished, so that's about usually where we are. We just have the feet pieces. They're not fully assembled, but we do have them, and we are going into the leg. So I don't know. We haven't gone through any full runners yet, but we are getting close with E. Whereas with B2, I feel like we barely touched. I don't think we've touched it at all, actually. Yeah, we haven't touched B2 at all, and that's where some of the bigger pieces are. Give me a second, chat. I'm going to stand up for a minute. Oh. I have the worst sitting habits. I'm not like shrimping, but I have a tendency to sit on a foot or two, or like curl my, like, either sit on my foot or bring it up into the seat. And one too many times have I brought it up in the wrong way and like fucking practically kicked myself in the balls. Like, not like full on, but definitely in the sense of like, oh, that's a sack tap. Let's see, so like that. 31. If I get locked in, I shrimp bad. I don't think I shrimp too bad. Sometimes I'll catch myself doing it, but I think just the way that I sit prevents me from doing that sometimes. So, like, that. E27. I also just need to get a new chair because I'm pretty sure I've had this one for a while, and I'm pretty sure, like, well, I should say pretty sure, the cushion is starting to get worn out. It has split in the middle to where I can put my hand in and feel the metal support in the middle of it. And I do believe I'm beginning to feel that a bit more just sitting on it, especially for longer periods of time or in the wrong area. But it still has some life in it, so I don't want to get rid of it yet. Where's 18 on this fucking thing? But afterwards, I am absolutely getting a standard office chair. That's for sure. Or something that at least isn't a gamer chair. I bought into the meme. Maybe something with like a mesh back so that air is able to circulate and I'm not like roasting myself. Okay. So that's like that. Then we got this, which hooks into here. So this goes like that. Oh man, why do I feel like that's wrong? That's what it said. Let's bring it down. Yeah, that's at the bottom. Whatever. Hang on, this piece is kind of awkward. I like no real support for it. Okay, I guess it's all the way in there. Then like that, and then like... I can't get over the fact that this is just wrong. But maybe it's not. Huh. I would say it's time for a new chair. I saw they brought in the meme too, and this one didn't even outlast my office chair. Yeah. Been shopping for a new chair. I found some good mesh chairs for under 200 on Amazon. That's not bad. I was thinking about looking at like Walmart or Office Depot, see what they got. I can't imagine they have anything that's too expensive. C19. Like, I don't want the whole thing to be mesh. Perfect, just the back, and then, like... I'm going to guess it's like this. Because that's the only feasible way it can go on there. Going to assume I'm doing this correctly. Again, I'm paranoid. I'm just double checking my work here. Yeah, no, that... that just plugs in like that. Alright, that goes like that. Right? That forms up. That goes down. I guess. Fuck it. I don't know. Oh! E17. Son of a bitch. Here goes another one. Ugh. And you get one of those like, little grabby hand claw things when I drop stuff on the ground. Good call on Walmart. I just found a bunch of nice options for 150. Yeah, because a couple times I'd go in there for whatever I needed. I'd take a slight swing through whatever counts as their furniture department, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And they'd usually be somewhere around like 120, maybe a little bit less, depending on how extravagant it is. Okay, just like that. This goes in. Okay. I do like, for the pieces I'm putting on right now, there is a note that says, there will be a gap. And it's like, good, I'm glad you, like, it said something, because otherwise I'd be very confused, and desperately trying to be like, okay, why the fuck isn't it flush? It's the equivalent of going, the instructions be like, it's gonna look weird. I know it's gonna look weird, but it's supposed to be like that. Like, just roll with it. Thanks for the heads up, because I'd freak out. And that goes like that. Okay, I think the gap is supposed to be on the other side. Uh, so let's see if we can't. Get that to close all the way on the front. Okay, there we go. Goodness. C10. Okay, leg is coming on nicely. Now for another decal. Okay, there we go. Alright. Very nice. Very nice. Now we slap a clear part over that. Alright. Put the clear piece. Oh, there we go. That looks good. Okay, so that's 8. Okay, it continues here. Okay. It's like that. And then C16. Put that in there. Good. Since there seems to be no prescribed order for this, we'll just go down from the top with... This goes like that. Okay. And then that... How does this one go in? Ah. There is a prescribed order to this, and I may have fucked myself. This white part, I believe, was supposed to go in before the back part, and I put the back part on first. So now I have to... attempt to pry this off. To be fair, there is no, like, you know, 1 and 2, like it usually does whenever something has to go in a specific order. Oh, no, wait. Never mind, that's why. Whew, almost. It's because this is the funky part. So it shows it as... Oh, let me get in the right camera here. It shows it as the white having to be here and on the other side, right? Basically right there. And the same on the other side. And I thought, I mean, you had to put it in the back underneath and put it, and then put the back on. Instead, you fucking slide it in like that. that's... I don't know how I feel about that. That's a very unique way. I've never seen that before. I can see how you thought that. Yeah, well, because, I mean, it's like when I'm looking at it, it's like, yeah, how else would this go in? It obviously just puts into the back. Like, I've never had anything in a kit where you just slide it through. So you can imagine my initial confusion. Alright, well, that's one leg. That is indeed one whole leg. Just lay that down. And now we do the next one. That's E30. That's why it's fucking weird. Because they're different, and I'm stupid. That's why the foot looked weird. I used the wrong part. So that goes like that. And this one goes like here. And then hooks into the back of this. That makes more sense. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's better. Again, chat, the importance of reading the actual numbers on the runners and cutting the correct part for everything to fit into. It's very important. The whole time I'm like, something's wrong. It's like it's not it's sticking out too far. It's not sitting right. It should all be together. Because I used the wrong one and put it in the wrong side, so all the dimensions were off. Oops. I didn't drop a part, but I did drop the cap for my X-Acto knife. Well, to be more accurate, it fell off. This thing doesn't exactly cling very well. right there. Sure, everything here. Fucking. Freaking narrow ass pieces. I gotta push everything together. Okay. This goes like this. We'll put this and this together. And then this goes here. Goes down. So I just jam the runner twice into the frickin' camera stand. Okay, and then this goes on top of here like this. Alright, there we go. See, now, whenever it's all properly put together, everything just kind of meshes well, and it looks like a proper fucking foot. Well, as proper as a foot for this thing could look. Let's see. There. Now I need 22. Now I need E20. The rate we're going, E is going to be the first runner we toss out with as many parts as we freaking pull out of it. This and this. Then this goes like this. Yep. Good shit. Okay. Like this, and then this, and then this goes like that. All that snaps in. Good, 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 good. I think after this we just have the shoulder binders and then the weaponry. Well, and the gun bits, the two it uses. But those shouldn't be too bad. Oh, and the waist. I always forget the waist is a thing. But that shouldn't be too bad. Also, again, another oddity here. This is another kit that doesn't use polycap joints. I think. Did I say there was... Do we have another kit that was like that? Regardless. It has no polycap joints. Which is so wild to me. There we go. I just realized the entirety of the left leg is one step. So that's probably how they can cut some of it down in the instructions. I did not mean to come into that part of the runner with that much force and cut it that high. Freaking chopped that thing. Okay. And then we'll take this, put that on the front. Perfect. Now we apply the decal to it. There we go. No polycaps. Never seen one without. Yeah, it's very strange. All of the joints have been... Well, I guess... I don't know how much... Like, I need to build, like, another Witcher Mercury kit to compare. But to be fair, the Pharact is very odd in the way it is. Because, I mean, look at the foot. The foot is composed of, like, several different joints that are unlike a normal foot. But even, like, the arms, they're like C-joints. Meaning, like, they're like this with the peg coming out, as opposed to, like, a typical... Like, an older kit that would have the polycap inserted into where this would be, and then obviously this would fit in like this. Like, it's a C-cap... There's a C-joint, so it all just fits together like this. I don't know if it's just something for this kit, if it's something for Witch from Mercury kits, if it's a whole thing they're doing with the more modern kits. I guess when I get the stuff that I've ordered come in throughout the year, we'll figure it out. But I don't know. I do have a Force Impulse Gundam I bought today, so we might check that out at some point and see, because I think it's a newer but not an older kit, so we'll see what that looks like. Because even the Amazing Zagok had it, but I think that kit's still a few years old. I don't know. Oh, but the Ultron Gundam came out recently, and that had polycap, so maybe it's just this kit. I don't know. I seem to have a penchant for finding kits with weird building oddities. Okay, I need an A part. Clear piece has been applied. Gotta bring it in real close so it'll fucking focus on it. Or maybe it just won't. Maybe I can just go to hell. Oh, I know the other kit that we had that did have polycaps. It was the Metabe kit, but I can excuse that because that's by Kotobukiya, not by Bandai. So there's bound to be differences in model building in there. Speaking of which, I had that Zoid kit. I don't know how that's going to build. You'd think they had better software for close-up focus by now. Yeah, I mean, that's less... It's more on the camera itself, I feel, than the actual software, but... What are you going to do? Excuse me. Okay, so this goes like that. Ugh, my nose is running all of a sudden. Okay, now that we actually know how to work this part... I hope I actually clean up the nubs a little bit. Just make sure it goes in there smoothly. And just slide that in. That's so weird. Like, it's not even, like, fully secure. Like, it can easily come out. Whatever. And then C17. This all goes in the back here. Very nice. This goes in like that. And then this plugs in like that. All right. That's our left leg. Real quick. Let me clip out this extra hand so I can just fully rid myself of the E-runner and free myself up a little bit of space. And I have to turn the page back so I can see what C6. Or 7, I'm sorry. Okay. There we go. That's another hand we'll have for later, or whenever we need it. Okay, let's take a look at this here waist. I'm also seeing in these instructions now that they're making a lot more things clear. Like, they're giving different angles and views for parts that kind of need it for extra clarity. And then whenever you start a new step, it shows you what runners are needed. Like, for the leg, you need the A, C, and E runners. And even down here for the waist, I need A, C, and D. Which is a pretty neat touch they're doing now. Or at least with the Witch from Mercury kits. I assume it's going to be like that. Okay, no real way to put it on there. Or a specific way to put it on, I should say. Okay, D7. I remember why I keep the cap on, or at least try to. Keeps it from fucking rolling off the table. This seems to be the center pelvis joint. So like this? Yeah, okay, that just slides right in there. Alright. A5? Oh. No, I thought I was expecting like a white part. It is in fact yellow. Not really much to see, but since it just kind of pops in there like that. C8. Oh. It's all of the Sea Runner. Cool. Now it definitely feels like we're getting towards the end. I say, knowing damn well we barely touched A. And there's the entirety of B2 we have not even done anything with yet. A4, it's also yellow. See, this goes in first, right? What the fuck? All right, hold on. Try to get this in there. It's awkward because, well, I don't really have a lot of visibility. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then this goes on to this like this. All right. I think that's just the entirety of the waist. Yes, it is. Because then it just kind of like that. And then like that. And we just slap them on like this. Wow, yeah, look at that. Ah! He can stand now. I mean, he could, once, you know, it's like get his feet situated because his feet are weird. There are like 3 different joints in his feet alone. Okay, so now we've got the backpack, which apparently uses 4 different runners. Okay, so we got B1. Okay, so that goes like that, and then 14. I didn't realize it until now, but the B1 runner is almost done too. Because it's only got these backpack parts and then just the gun. Okay. So like that. Then like this. It all goes together. Okay, I can go there. B115. And then D24. That's almost 3 hours, not bad. Seems like a pretty standard build so far. Okay, that goes in like that. We got a thruster of some kind. Oh, that just like right in there, huh? Okay. All right. Oh, it's a double parter. Okay. Oh yeah, they just have the backpack as like the entirety of step 12. Understandable. I'm gonna put this away because I don't think we need this until we get the gun out. So I'll just grab B2. And then D10. This goes here? Oh no, like this. Okay. There we go. And B220. And that fits on top of that. And then a thruster part. Just cram that right in there. Good stuff. And now we need to make a second one. Yeah, I'm definitely not as young as I used to be. Being able to sit in a chair for 3 to 4 hours just building one of these non-stop. Go line that all up. Perfect. I don't think I ever could. I first used a pool table to build them while standing, then moved to my bed sitting on a drum stool. Oh, God, no. Ugh. Yeah, no. Proper, that's why I got this table. Proper setup for building these is essential, and I learned that a while ago. Because I built a couple sitting on the floor using a cardboard box as a table. And let me tell you, that shit does not work for an extended period of time. Oh, damn. Yeah. I got through one and then partial of another kit where also I was kicked. Nope. Nope. Can't do this no more. This shit do not work no more. Okay. And I have to build 4 of these fuckers. The little gun bits the Pharact uses. Luckily, there's just 2 pieces, but I still gotta make 4 of them. As you can see. I'm gonna make 4 of these fuckers. And then they just slot. Like that. Right into there. Right in these open spaces. So at the very least, I would have small little things floating around the entire time. Okay, and that's another 2 that go together and then slot into here. And then you just get them out by like pushing the bottom and then... Which is a neat little gimmick. Glad they thought that through. Alright, that's half of them. It's parts like this that I hate about some of these models. Where it's just like... the small, tedious little parts. Because, you know, I get, like, building 2 of, like, the forearm. Or the, like, a leg part. Not even a leg part because they're different, but... I get that. Or, like, the wings of something. But building, like, 4 of these, it's like, ugh. Because it's like, yeah, they're quick, but they're small. Whew. Okay, last one. Okay. Gun bits are in. So now looks like we build the attachment parts. So I need D20. Okay, like that, and then like that. Then that goes into this. Like so. Okay. Now the same thing for the other one. Then from like that up. Okay. Alright, more B2 parts. This is 16? Yeah. Okay, so like that, and then all the thruster parts, okay. That's one. And then that goes on the other side. Okay. D13. I hate the fact that like I see the A runner over there, knowing full well that we barely pulled anything out of it. I mean, we pulled a few, but it doesn't feel like we've used it as much in succession as the others. And I just see like several parts in there that are just small, and I'm like, ugh. Okay, so like that, like that. Okay, there's that. Good. Oh, I gotta shit. Okay, 15. It goes like that on top of it. Yeah, okay. So I need 17. This goes in like that. B222. Okay, and then yeah, that looks like a thing. I think these are the parts that go on the shoulder. Or over the shoulder or something. Okay. Okay, that's better. And then that goes in, connects with everything else. Okay, so we need the A part. Oh, okay, I see how this is connected. Glad I recognized how it was before. Okay. This goes in the front. Just like that. Then B218. goes on the back. Like, oh, nope, I have it on backwards. Like that. We're almost there, Chad. We're almost there. Just a handful more steps. That goes right there. While I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and shift things around so I can consolidate. Okay. Now I need stickers. I do appreciate that one, these decals are in fact optional for the most part, and that they're fairly spaced out. Like, it's not just constant one after the other and small ones all over the place and whatnot. Okay. Now I need A14. And that goes in like this. Good. And now we take B217. I get the feeling it'll probably be close to 3.5 hours, potentially 4. Probably closer to 3.5. By the end of this, that we will have been streaming for. There we go. Just I'm going to put that there. I now need D18. Right? 18. D23. So like this. All right. Okay, so this goes in like this. And then we have A13. Ugh. That goes in here. Trying to do my best to show you guys because it's kind of a weird spot and a weird piece. Let me take this off for a second. Okay. There we go. It's that white piece there. And then we do a 12 to companion it. And then for the other side. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Alright, I believe that is the right side of the backpack. Okay. One more part. Or one more backpack piece. Oh. Alright, so it has to go like that. Last of the thrusters. Okay. One thruster. Alright. Other thruster. D14. Right, and then we swing it up. so like that, and then... Yep, okay, that looks good. Whoa! This goes here. And then a 25. Fits. Yep, just like that, just like the other one. Alright. Connected. Alright, that's like the chassis or whatever you want to call it. Alright, and then this goes into the front. If I properly put it in there? Yes. Alright. B218. On the top. Alright. Starting to come together. Yeah, Chad, this is going to be another one and done build. Hot damn. If I hadn't bought those two kits today, I'd say we made some decent... Well, I shouldn't say we made some decent. We've made progress in the backlog, but unfortunately, I've rendered it completely moot. Ain't that a damn shame? Oh well. Such is the life of somebody who builds Gunpla. The backlog will always be there. In one form or another. Alright. Sticker applied. Now. Place the part over it. Very nice. As you can really tell, but there is a piece over it. There will always be another kit for kit building. It will never end, and who wanted to? Exactly. That being said, having less kits in the backlog is still a good thing. Then this goes in. Very good. Now with that, that's another runner down. We now only have effectively 3 left. And we're about to get rid of another one. Alright. I don't know where that piece went. Because it shot out of my hands as I was trying to trim the nub off. So now I have to... fucking get on my hands and knees and search for it. Oh, there it is. What are you up to? Like 3, 4 pieces dropped? Something like that? God damn. Like that. And then like that. Runaway parts. Yeah, no shit. Fucking leapt out of my hand. Oh yeah, now that's the entirety of D is done. This is 12. Yep, alright, that's in there. Okay, that's all done. And now we attach this. So it's got that little number on it now. All right. Now we take this. This goes into this side. And then this one goes into this side. And then this goes in. I don't think this matters. In there. This one goes in here. We got a backpack. Which then goes in to, well, the back. Go ahead and loop it over. Bring it down. And there we go. I'm fiddling with it. Give me a second. All right, there we go. That is more or less what it's going to be like. There you go. He does cut a very imposing figure. And I do like the silhouette and everything of it. And of course, all this is posable. So you can have it open out, twist it forward or back. And then we have the top verniers can go forward. Or I guess back as well, not as much, but still good. Alright. We're not quite done yet. I mean, we are, but we aren't. We are done with A, so we're down to the last runner and the last set of parts. Namely, the weapons. Well, actually, I forgot there was one more, but I mean, it's 2 parts. It'll be done in a second. Okay, so basically, gun is in 2 halves. Okay. Okay. Damn, his gun really is only 3 parts, huh? Well, that makes my life easier. Okay. Okay, that's the muzzle, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. And there are beam saber parts somewhere. Oh shit, there's still something in C. What? Well, B is done. I guess we'll trade it for C now. Oh yeah, there they are. I didn't even see those there. Okay, there's one beam saber. Bright ass green. Okay, now C is done. And we can properly dispose of it. And another beam saber. But neat little gimmick. that this guy has is that his arms actually open up like so. Which then allow the beam saber to rest inside. Why did I turn it the right way? Ta-da! It just pops right in there. And then closes right up. Let's see, how easy does your fucking hand come apart? Okay, not bad. I got him with this gun. Nice. Alright, wow. Almost 4 hours, but we got it. This is actually a very fun kit, very nice to build. Again, the weirdest without the polycaps. Definitely unusual, but I understand it. It's got a lot of good articulation, solid build, funky build. But he's pretty neat. I like him. Came out very nice. And I think this is the first kit we've had in a while, where by the end of it we have used up everything, every piece in every runner. Usually there's some pieces left over, either because there's just a lot of extra pieces, like extra hands or whatnot, that I didn't bother to cut out. Or it's one of those cases where they reuse the mold for a different kit, so it's got extra pieces that aren't a part of the suit. You get that a lot. But I guess because of the way the Pharact was made, both in design and kit construction, there isn't a lot of that. It's all like original parts, so there's nothing it shares pieces with. But yeah, that's the high grade Pharact, Gundam Pharact from the Witch from Mercury. Honestly, pretty stellar build. Definitely enjoy it. Not as quick as the Zagok, obviously, but still solid. Still all in a night's work. Truth be told, I could probably, for most of the kits I build, I could probably do in one night, but it's neither here nor there. Let me pause the music, because we're ending now. Alright. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. Good shit. Good work. Very lovely. Makes me excited to build the other Witch from Mercury kits, because I've got the Calibarn, Schwartz set, and the Aerial rebuild. So maybe next time we do that, we'll do another Witch from Mercury kit, or we'll do something that we've had for much longer. There's plenty of those. But for now, it's the end of the stream, and now that means we look for somebody to fucking raid. It's just a matter of seeing who is online and who is doing. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? We have options. Oh, Zemi's online. Zemi is streaming. How long has she been streaming for is the question. I know we raided her last time, but there are so few opportunities to raid Zemi. I say we do it again. Also, she's playing a horror game, the Boba Tea Shop. That's really on brand for her, so not surprising. So yeah, we will raid Zemi Nove. As soon as I remember what button to hit. There we go. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for joining me on another one and done build stream. Let's head over. Yeah, we will. Don't worry. Once we get through all the in-stream preamble or post-amble. Our next stream will be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central again. We'll be continuing on with Mario Mon. Last time we stopped there, we're right before the 6th gym, which I believe is Pauline. So I'm excited to see that and see what other captures and fights we're going to encounter. And then Sunday, of course, will be scheduled time for both Twitch and... Not Twitch. For Twitter and Blue Sky. I don't really know much of what we're playing next week, besides continuing Split Fiction with Dusk. I'll have to look into the gold library and see what we got. But that'll be for next week. Until then, guys, take care. Have a good night. We'll start that raid here. And then we'll send you guys over to Zemi. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for more Mario Mod. If not, hope you'll enjoy your weekend. And I hope to see you again in a future stream. But until then, take care, everyone. And have a good night.